When you have a blank piece of paper and something to make a mark, that mark can become anything. The idea is somewhere there on the paper, and by doing these gestures, these movements on the paper, I discover what I think about something. So I try to access that in my work, and that to me, whatever project I'm working on, if I can always tap into that feeling I had as a young child, that feeling of possibility, that anything could happen, and really I think kids are aware of that their job is to explore and go into that world of the imagination, because it's really just paper and ink, right? But there's this illusion when we look at it that there's a world there, and that becomes our job as an artist in life, to go into that world and bring something back that we can communicate with other people. When I was a kid, a lot of librarians and teachers were actively keeping comics out of the school library, taking them out of the Scholastic Book Fair. It was a culture that didn't value visual narratives that much. Now it's totally different. There's so many great comics out there. So it was comics that got me into education and got me to be an educator. And I guess that's why I've always had like an educational angle to my comics work, a communication angle, a connecting with the reader angle. So in a way, I guess that's giving back to the art community, because it keeps us relevant. I think cartoonists keep things really relevant. You're always thinking, how is this going to connect with a reader? What is this going to tell a reader? How is this going to change their view of the world? And I try to keep that alive. That working with students and classes reminds me to keep that alive in my own work. And that's very near and dear to my heart. And that was really foundational for me in terms of how I thought of comics working in the classroom. All the art aside, I think that arts teach us skills that aren't just if you're going to have a career in arts. These skills are useful even if you're not going to be an artist. If you're going to be anything, you can use these creative skills in your career and in your life. Hi, my name is Marek, and I'm a cartoonist.